Hi, so today is about this faded clementine collection from Cosmetics, and I have every single one of them right here. I think this whole line just started from lip product, if I'm not wrong. I think it's their cloud something. It's their liquid lipstick in the shade Faded Clementine started the first, and then it just expand the range. I have tried all of these for several times, so I think I have a quite good idea of how I feel about them. First is this eyeshadow palette. I will first put on this matte peachy orange shade on my eye as a base. For the couple times I have tried this formula, I feel like it's kind of a little bit different than other powder eyeshadow formulas. I feel like there's a little bit more moisture into this powder formula, even though it's not a cream to powder or anything like that. But it does adhere to your eyelid very nicely, but it takes a little bit more blend because of that moisture into it. But it's also not like very hard to blend. You just need a tiny little bit more blend, and it lasts quite long. Almost applies like a cream. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. You probably cannot. But it really applies like a cream. And I really enjoy this formula, especially the mattes. The metallics, I find they are good as well. They are just not very special in my opinion, but it's like, how special can a metallic eyeshadow be? I really hope they will do more of these kind of palettes. Actually, a lavender one would be very great, because this year is kind of, I don't know, I sort of feel like lavender would be a trend for this year, like a matte lavender kind of eye makeup look. It would be really nice if they decide to do a lavender palette, and I think they have a lavender colored the dewdrop or something, their liquid blush. It would be very pretty if they decide to expand the range of that blush. I feel like I am going too far with this shade, so I'm gonna fix it a little bit with face powder. Today I really don't want to do a very purpley kind of look, so I'm gonna avoid this two shade and use this shade to add a little bit more dimension on the lash line. This is so pigmented, and you can tell I'm spending a little bit more time blending, but it do eventually get blended very nicely. A little bit on the lower lash line as well. I am going to layer this metallic shade. Look how beautiful it is. How smooth and shiny this is. Center of my eyelid. This is a true brown shade. It's not too brown, but it's also not too orangey. Bought this on the Black Friday, and I think I used about 3 or 4 times since then. I really need to reach this more. And it would be very nice if they decide to do a full matte palette. That would be great. And on top of that, I'm really feeling more like shine on my eye, so I'm gonna layer another of their product. It's their Cosmic Pearl. I'm thinking which one should I use, the Luna or the STARCHILD? Maybe both. Maybe both. These are so intense and smooth. Maybe I should just use the Luna shade, because this shade is a little bit too close to that brown shade I put down. So it's not showing that much. Let me layer this. Look at that. For this, I like to gently pat to create an overall lid dewiness, and I layer it on the center to kind of achieve a blended glitter kind of look. The more I use this Luna shade, the more I love it. Let me finish my eye look. Okay, let's move on to the next, which is the blush. This is the blush that I heard everybody love. Well, not only this shade, but this formula. But I have to say, I might be the minority here. The couple times I tried this blush, I want to say it's probably not my favorite kind of formula and color. I'm not saying the formula is bad, it's just the formula is not what I prefer for my blush. This is a glowy, as you can see, there's some like shimmer throughout this whole pan. So it's more of a shimmery blush, and the shimmer is quite fine, so it's not like it's very chunky or anything, but I don't know. For me, this is a subtle metallic shimmery kind of finish on my cheek. For me, if I am reaching for a glowy powder blush, I am either looking for that very, very strong kind of shine, which I can use it as a blush topper, or I am reaching for a satin or a matte to like put down the color. But this is somewhere in between, so I don't hate it. Obviously, it's a nice formula, but I also don't love it because of the formula. Like I said, it's just not the formula that I prefer. And the color for me, because of my olive undertone, a lot of time this color can be a little too yellowy orange. I much prefer a more, it's like a in between of a yellowy orange and a more pinky orange. I like something in between that's more of a neutral orange. I really have to consider what kind of makeup other parts that I have to use to pair well with this blush. So even though it's still a nice color, but I don't think this would be the color that I reach for a lot. And you probably can tell on the camera that there is a shine there. In real life, it's more looking like somewhere in between a shimmer and metallic kind of finish. I don't really like that. I feel like it's emphasizing a little bit of my texture, which I heard people say that this formula don't emphasize their texture. So I am definitely the minority here. And also it's because of this season. It's very dry winter season and it's very cold, so I have to turn the AC on 24/7, and my skin is not being the nicest recent days. But it's not only looking like that for today. It's the couple times even between this super dry season where my skin is still feeling fine. It was always like that, always emphasizing just a touch of my texture. It's not very bad or anything, just a touch, and this kind of metallic shine that I am not a big fan of. I think I still need to play more with this formula to decide if I like it or not, because the color, if it's paired with the red makeup like this makeup, it works very nicely. It's a good color. We only left with lip product. So here is lip cushion and a lip gloss, very pigmented lip gloss, and a liquid lipstick. I don't find this the lipstick that will dry down to a not moving, not smudging that kind of typical liquid lipstick kind of finish. This more feels like a bullet lipstick that's melted down to this liquid form. And I will just say this one is my favorite in these three because of the color and the formula. For this kind of like tinted lip balm kind of formula, I think it is a very unique one. Most time, if you want this kind of tinted lip balm to moisturize your lip, you have to put on a thick layer. And if you want it to have a nice even color, you have to put down a thick layer as well. But this one you don't have to. Just a very thin layer, it moisturizes your lip a lot, and it also gives you a very even nice color on your lip just with an even layer. But it's also not like very pigmented or too pigmented. It's still, there's a lot of sheerness, like transparency to this. It is really unique as a tinted lip balm. So let me actually show you. Apply like this, not very much product at all. And this is as much product as I need yearly. But if I want to put on more, I can. Just this very thin layer, it's super moisturizing already, and you can see the color is pretty even. And of course you can apply more like I am doing right now, and you can see the color and the shine is just much stronger this way. So this is such a versatile kind of formula, and I really love it. I understand why so many people love this. I have to say the other two is not my very favorite lip product. Not because of the formula is very nice, but because of the color. For me, my olive skin tone, these are a little bit too yellow, so I have to pay attention when I put these down. I have to use a very sheer layer to look nice on my skin, because for my skin I am already very yellow, like very yellowy olive undertone. That's my skin tone. So if the product is too yellow, it make me look like I'm sick, or I don't know, I'm dead. It just washes me out. And if I use a little too much, I do feel like these are washing me out a little bit. So first, the gloss. And also, you would think the gloss will in a very like glossy packaging, and the liquid lipstick will in a matte packaging, but it's not. This matte packaging is the gloss, and this glossy packaging is the liquid lipstick. So it's a nice petal kind of applicator. Normally I would just apply a little bit, and that's it. That's as much as I need from this. if I put more, a lot of time it will just wash me out. Like this. Most of the time, this will make my skin tone look super pale and yellow. Just look like you don't feel the best that day. So yeah, not the biggest fan, but at the same time the formula is very nice. So I don't know how I feel. Maybe I should mix with other colors to make this work, because I do enjoy the formula. It's just the color. Even with all the other makeup today, that it should be like work together, I still think this is too yellowy for me. Okay, then the matte liquid lipstick. This is in a different applicator. And it's the same with this one. I can't apply too much. This is as much as I can use of this color. And when I wear it in this very opaque way, I feel like it just washes me out a little bit in a way. But the formula is pretty nice. I think I should mix with other colors to try to find a way to make this work as well. That's today's video. Every formula of her is fabulous. It's just this one is not for me, but I do think the formula is quite nice. But something works, something don't. It's just because of my own preference. I think I do want to keep try her line, because I feel like with Cosmetics, she really put thought on every product. They don't do like pointless kind of releases. So I do find myself most of the time attractive to her new product, and I do want to support Asian based brand, which is hard to find. So yeah, that's today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.